I wish he would because I don't like him that much.
I'm not a big fan. No.
I'm so tired of him.
Let me tell you about the Spider 2Y Banana, okay? Like, this is one of the greatest plays ever that you're going to see here, Mike. Look, when he drives all of the defense to one side of the field and opens up the flats, and there you go. Easy dump-off pass, and that's a touchdown. It's like, fuck yeah, Gruden. I just painted the inside of my jeans white, you awesome bastard. Like, yes.
I like my guy. Now here's a guy that he goes left and the other guy goes right, and you know the quarterback, he takes the ball and he throws it to the guy that goes right, but he fakes like he's going to throw it to the guy that goes left, and the guy scores a touchdown.
Cris Collinsworth is slowly devolving into the new Madden.
Oh, see, I like.
Have you heard it? No,
not recently though. I haven't heard it.
No, dude. Like, look at him. He looks so baked every time you like. He looks like he's smiling because he knows that he's baked, but no one else does. He's like, yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, no,
how about that, Al?
he always says that. Now here's a guy. Yo, yeah, he is the now here's a guy.
No.
Now, like
no, he drops a. You know, you guys, I'm paid to know what a catch is and what a catch isn't. I have no idea.
Yeah, no, he's just like, and here we go with the age-old debate here about what is a catch and what isn't. I tell you, the NFL's got that one set out for him. Now, here's a guy that you see here. He's going to sit there and get their attention underneath with the pump fake, and that's just a pro NFL throw right there. And you're just like, thank you, Collinsworth, you stone fucker. Like, thank you for letting me know that I could do your job one day, and I don't even have to get drug tested. Fantastic.
All you need to be is a middling wide receiver for 9
Seriously.
years in the niffle.
He looks like a guy who just like came to terms with a breakup, and like he got like super shit faced, and he's driving home, and the cop like pulled him over, and he's just like still worth it. Like, look at his face, look at his shit eating grin that Collinsworth has.
Collinsworth always reminds me of Luke Wilson from Old School. Like he just kind of has that look, and it's like somebody will say something, and he'll just turn to and go.
Now here's a guy.
Here's a guy.
Now here's a guy who's happy with his DUI. Like, that's Cris Collinsworth right now.
Yeah, what's gonna happen right now is he's gonna throw the ball, and she's gonna be 17.
Now here's a guy who's getting away with statutory rape. That's terrible.
Oh Lord!
I would love to see him just break down like actual movie film. It would be so good.
Oh my gosh! Should we?
Was that
We didn't even record any of that. That shit
recorded.
needs.
It's been recorded.
Oh, okay, all right.
The whole time.
all right?
We haven't actually
Fantastic.
started the segment yet. But it's been recording.
That little segment right there.
That's pretty damn funny.
That just won back 20 viewers.
That might be bonus.
Now
material.
here's a guy.
Is that not Luke Wilson circa 2000 in Old School?
Is.
Now look at Andy. Now here's a guy who knows when to hit record whenever the magic is happening. You know, he just never stops. He feels like he's doing the right things, and he is doing the right things, and that's the real sign of a true champion there.
You see You see that shit? You see that shit? That's why they call him the Godfather.
He looks like the next Republican nominee.
Yeah. No kidding.
But he smokes weed, so he can't be. Like, it's like a paradox. They're gonna have to come to terms on that.
Does he have glaucoma?
Now here's a guy who has glaucoma. No, sorry.
Or he's like, no, I played in the NFL. I played in the NFL for 9 years. My back goes this way. It makes a snake up. It's like, I need to call games on TV and have a couple of brownies that might be a little bit questionable.
Oh, dude, he totally looks like he eats a couple.
He looks like a stoner.
Seriously, everybody who's
like
listening
so
right
better.
now, just tune in on Sunday, mute the TV, and just for that first little 30 seconds where he starts talking, have fun with it. Imagine your own little world where Cris Collinsworth is just narrating whatever you want him to because he looks stoned enough to be doing that.
When he has a giant goofy ass smile, like the only part of the game that I ever get to watch, is the very beginning on Sunday night because I'm making dinner and the kids are like finally sitting in their place eating for just a few minutes of silence, and so I'm watching him and finally cut to Al and he goes, yeah, and today we have the Giants and the Patriots, and it really should be a close game, and the Patriots are doing some interesting things as always. They cut to Cris Collinsworth. He has this giant goofy ass mouth. He's like, yeah, they really are amazing. And here's a guy that I want to talk about Julian Edelman.
If you looked off to the side of the frame, you would see the big ass bong rip that he exhaled before they panned out.
Yeah,
like it looks like a ghost off to the side.
Cris Collinsworth's last day. They'll cut like Al's gonna look like have a seizure or something, and they'll cut to him a little bit too early, and he's like he's got to clear it real quick. So, Al. fucking
Cris Collinsworth.
He's gonna have sunglasses on.
Oh man, Cris Collinsworth. Thank you so much for being you.
Oh my god,
you just brought back 28 viewers.
You know
to
what?
This podcast.
That's the case. That it really is the new John Madden. I mean, really, what other commentator could we talk for damn near 20 minutes about just a guy that he's a little squinty, could be high.
Is it Madden or is it the new Pat Summerall just with a different substance?
No, I think it's Madden because he's the color guy.
True.
As far as a play-by-play, I mean, Harry Caray was basically 20 years earlier, Pat Summerall, and
hi kids, Harry Caray here.
Yeah. This bud's for you,
Jared. If the moon were made out of spare ribs, would you eat it? I would. I'd have seconds, and then wash it down with an ice cold Budweiser. Fucking Will Ferrell nailed it, dude.
Yeah.
Like that was so good. All right, let's talk college football.
All right.
We've had our fun.
We need to actually start the podcast.
But if you were a hot dog, would you eat yourself?
Would you eat it?
I would. I'd smother myself in brown mustard. I'd be so delicious.
What's your favorite planet? Mine's the sun. Because it's a big ball of fire. Like, you got to get the shakes if you're going to get into character.
You gotta get the shakes.
You gotta have the shakes.
Hey everybody, I'm catching my breath right now. We're back. It's the Eddie Miller from Deep, official fantasy football podcast. Thanks again to Scott for calling.